Good morning, everyone. CryptoLemon speaking. Today is October 7th, and we are going to talk about the current state of Bitcoin and financial markets. We're going to also talk about MetaMask reaching 1 million users and launching its own decentralized exchange aggregation business. We're going to talk about Ripple that sees the current ruling by the CFTC and the DOJ on BitMEX as maybe the last blow to their operation in the US, and that they don't feel confident to stay there in the long run. We're going to talk about the top university for blockchain in the US also, and then we're going to talk about Justin and his plans for the Tron DeFi ecosystem and how it basically mimics Ethereum. So currently the cryptocurrency market cap is at 340 billion, down 2% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is at 10.6k and Ethereum at $340. So what brought us down, like you can see it over here, the big drop. The big drop was due mostly to this Trump's tweet, basically Trump said that they will stop negotiating with Democrats over the next stimulus package as they cannot agree on a total amount. And so he's blaming Nancy Pelosi's Democrat leader on this topic. And lately we've seen a little bounce back in crypto market and financial markets that are flat in Europe at the moment, flat to a little upward, because he just sent before going to sleep, I imagine, if I am sent a standalone bill for stimulus check of $1,200, they will go out to our great people immediately. So it's okay for the stimulus check, which is quite positive for the crypto or financial market, as this helps so many people to stay afloat. So concerning Bitcoin, we see the drop here from 10.7 to 10.5k. What's really interesting and what Katie Stockton from Fairlade Strategies pointed out is that even with BitMEX being forced to close down and people taking out liquidity of all their huge derivative market, the BTC futures aggregating open interest basically stayed the same. Bitcoin price was mostly unaffected if we look at the big picture, and so this is quite, it just shrug it off totally this quite bearish news, which is making me really positive over the long-term trend for Bitcoin. And then we have MetaMask that just hit 1 million user after all this DeFi craze and new people coming into the space. We can see that between April 2020 and September 2020, the number went on from 250,000 to 1 million, times 4 in just the space of 4 to 5 months. This is amazing. And we're going to talk about the next news that was actually yesterday's, is that there will be a way, as you can see it with this screenshot, to do direct swap just on the MetaMask plugin. This is something revolutionary, as this is the most used probably way to get into the Ethereum space. So just so if you don't know, Consensus is the company behind MetaMask software, and they plan to launch this first for the Firefox browser and then to implement it for the others. It's not revolutionary as such, as many other aggregators have been launched, such as 1inch or PowerSwap, but still this is let's say an easy to use one, as you don't even need to go into a third-party website. You just use MetaMask, and this will be done inside the plugin. But the thing that you should remember is that the fees are quite high actually. They said they will be dynamic and from 0.3% to 0.87%. So this is really high fees if you ask me, and I don't know if it takes into account the gas fees. Crushing regulation could drive Ripple out of US. To sum it up, Ripple is quite scared now that BitMEX top managers, CEOs have been are legally prosecuted by the CFTC and the DOJ, and so they are considering even moving their operation from the US to other locations to be safe. And they just said that the current ruling from the SEC is possibly the worst, as it's just crushing and pushing away the cryptocurrency market participants. So quite negative news for the overall ecosystem, even if I'm not a big fan of Ripple overall due to its centralization. Then we have college and university. It's an interesting article just focused on the US. Where are the top 20 universities? They made the scoring using academic reputation, employment and industry outcomes, campus blockchain and scholarly impact. And of course, we find a lot of West Coast and East Coast university. First of this Coindex 2020 blockchain university ranking is MIT, then we have Cornell, then we have Berkeley and Stanford. So for these top four schools basically are probably the best in engineering in the US, so it makes sense that they also are the best in blockchain technology. And finally, we're going to talk about Justin Sun and Tron. Is basically admitting that he is copy-pasting all the Ethereum ecosystem, going from Aave to MakerDAO to Uniswap into his Tron products. And he just claims that on Tron it's so fast that it's like Ethereum 2.0 is already there. I will just say that Tron is really centralized, and as many other YouTuber analysts said, you always play against the house, being Justin Sun, as he controls most of the Tron tokens and therefore can do what pleases him. So be careful. If you would like an easier way to access DeFi without paying gas fees and just to trick around, I'll actually advise you to look at EOS. I've been farming on EOS. It's quite fun. Not a lot of scams. There are some. You need to be careful. But if you go for, let's say, flagship projects such as DeFi Box, the FE ecosystem, or even the DFS ecosystems, these are quite safe. You don't not pay fees and can just try to get the how DeFi works and how you can make money or trade with it. And finally, we're finishing with COVID cases. So we have new cases trending up again, especially in Europe. And daily days are stable, which is quite nice. But in Europe, we had 82,000 new cases yesterday. And countries such as Spain, France, UK are really in a tough situation with more and more restricting policies being in place. So I will advise you to be careful, as we all know that both cryptocurrency market cap and stock market are correlated, as we saw with the latest Trump's tweets that made the S&P go down more than 1.4%. And but today should be a calmer day, as Trump probably realized that he did a mistake, as he tanked the financial markets. So he's just saying it's okay to give the checks to the people just before the election, which I think is kind of populist, but well, any politician would have done that, wouldn't they? So this is all for today. Please be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.